Hey ho folks, what's up? This is Makro and today we're playing Satisfactory again. Last time around we completed our basic setup of the aluminum production and today we wanna kind of harvest the fruits of our work. I did quite a few things in between episodes. For instance, I placed some more dimensional depots here. Especially for aluminum sheets, right? Because we are going to use a lot of them for the upcoming Mark V belts. Also, I already placed an industrial storage container just to get an idea where the other row of containers is going to go, right? For our central storage, because don't know how many containers do we have left, like 6? What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, can store 8 more products, and then we have to kind of arrange some belts which go back there around somehow. We are going to take care of that as soon as we get there. Maybe a little earlier. No, as soon as we get there, since we have to place the splitters and mergers first. Speaking of our central storage system and the splitters and mergers, the first thing we want to do is unlock Logistics MK4. Which we can't. Okay, let's get some more encased beams and a few more reinforced plates. What is it? Like 200? Give me 300. And then 600 reinforced plates. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One extra maybe. Even though we don't actually need them because of the dimensional depot, right? But okay, there we go. Look at this.
Milestone reached. FICSIT dedicated this milestone to the conveyor belt and lift Mark V. They may be implying that your factory could be further optimized. While they are correct, I believe they are setting unreasonable expectations. Having all of humanity very definitely relying on your work is a lot of pressure. It's a good thing I'm here.
Oh yeah, it is. All right. Oh, and by the way, I called our construction train back home since I had it going to the HMF factory. So let's turn it off. All right. So first thing is now the upgrade of our belts to MK5. So let's start up here. And work our way down there. That? Oh, I think I stood there for a second. Okay. Very confusing. Okay. So that's the input number 1. Excuse me. So the lower layer basically. Let's do the same for the upper layer as well. That's MK5. That's MK5. That's MK5. I mean, we basically don't need to care about those. MK4 should be fine since it's only a single input from one single factory, right? Only the merged ones up here are basically the important ones. Also you. Oopsie. Okay, so this is MK5, this and this. So everything up here should be MK5 now. This is all single factory inputs, so we don't care. We need to take care of the elevators here for our sinks. So these ones need to be MK5 as well. Also input lifts here, of course. So this should be fine. Okay, now the hardest part, and that is going to be this distribution system down here, right? We gotta do something like, oh, wait a second. I can actually hit quite a few of those from back here. Ah. That's going to be interesting. But let's just do it anyway. You know what? Let's start with the main belts, right? We can easily aim at them from here. Do something like this. And these are the most important ones, right? Okay, our freighter's back. Let's get to the next milestone right away, since we want to use this episode to unlock all the tier 7 milestones. And also take a look at the hazmat suit. We need 50 filters for that. And don't you worry, I already prepared them somewhere. Where did I put them? Here? No? Interesting. I'm pretty sure that I prepared them. No. No. And by the way, we don't need the bauxite anymore here. And also, I haven't looked up how to pronounce this word. So that's basically still on my to-do list. Oh, there we go. Yeah. And what else did we need? Can put them in there. We need more quick wire. Let's get that. You know what? Let's get quick wire from here. It's not connected already. Okay. Well, at some point we may want to do that. That's the hazmat suit.
Milestone reached. The hazmat suit protects the wearer from radiation by consuming iodine-infused filters. You may find this protection essential if you are going to finally get around to saving humanity. I previously gave you compliments in an attempt to inspire you, but it might have given you the wrong idea. I will definitely be totally honest with you from this moment on. Here is a demonstration of a truthful compliment. That suit looks like it was made for you. Because it was.
Yeah, very good. 50 fabric, right? So let's get mycelium biomass. We already have that. Let's craft 50 fabric real quick. And then we should be able to craft ourselves the hazmat suit. And then it should be much less dangerous to approach, spots where uranium ore is around, or even one of those radiation creatures, hawks, I don't know. Yeah, and as far as I remember, let's craft that bad boy. As far as I remember, it should simply go into our body slot. Yes. Now we need filters anyway. Okay, what is that? That's the iodine infused filter. And what do we need? Regular filters. Yeah. For regular filters we need more fabric. Huh. We could actually establish a little fabric production back at our turbo fuel factory. Since we are scrapping polymer resin over there, we could use that instead for crafting some fabric. And then we can simply put that into the... Either we put that into the dimensional storage, as we do it with smokeless powder and black powder as well. Or we might wanna set up a little train for that maybe and put them in here even. To have more of them available over here. Huh. That would be another nice use of our Western Shore train station over here. We could add another platform, bring over the smokeless powder from here, bring over the black powder from here, and we could establish, we have plenty of water here, so we could use water and resin and craft some fabric. Wouldn't that be something? Yeah. Okay, so while we are waiting for the pod to return, which should happen any moment actually, but we could go ahead and upgrade a few more belts here. As you can see, that requires quite some work, but we are now effectively almost doubling our throughput of our storage facility here, right? And that's very important. There's our freighter. That becomes more and more important the more we progress through the game, right? Since there are going to be more and more products we want to bring through, or more and more items overall. And I know it's quite inconvenient to upgrade the lower layer here. The upper layer will be much more convenient. But we only have to do it one more time after this for the MK6 belts then, right? And all the new items will, of course, use MK5 right away, so that doesn't hurt either. Are we done here? Yeah, looks like we're done. Now there's only the... I don't know if you can actually follow me here, but only those here, right? And that's even harder to do since they are so tight. It's hard to aim at them, even if you stand right in front of them. Okay, I guess. Maybe I'm gonna do that on my own then. Last thing, control system development. That's our last milestone that we can unlock right away. Let's pick up some resources from storage here. Let's also pick up the quick wire here that we have just used. What do we need? More aluminum? Okay, more plastic. Okay, it doesn't up. Yeah, of course it doesn't update. What is it? Now it's 700, right? No. What am I doing? 400, 600, 800. That's fine. Then we need a few computers. 150 to be exact. Get one more stack for us. 200 aluminum sheets, easy. One stack extra. And where are our casings? Nowhere, I guess. So maybe do it like that. Okay. What was that?
Milestone reached. Several parts more efficient and powerful than the human brain can now be made to compensate for many deficiencies otherwise encountered in future development efforts. The blender enables you to mix and/or combine parts and fluids for more complex recipes. Most importantly, project part number 6, the assembly director system, should be produced and delivered to the space elevator as soon as possible.
Let's have a quick recap of what we just unlocked. Logistics, there's only the belt and the lift. Hazmat suit. Oh, it actually increased our inventory size. Isn't that something? Yeah. And now the control system development. We can still not access nitrogen. or any of the products that we wanted to build in our final aluminum factory setup, right? The fused modular frames and the cooling systems. We still need advanced aluminum production for this, and to unlock that, we need the radio control units. Those we've just unlocked here. Radio control units, supercomputers, battery, and the assembly director system. Actually, the first part, if you look at the upper right corner, the first part that we need for phase 4. And before we can actually finish our aluminum factory, we have to do that. So our next factory will, I guess, produce these 3 items. Do we want to produce batteries as well? I think, I guess so, yeah. Not that many, maybe. I mean, they are for drones. How far away are we from drones? It's tier 8. It's basically the first thing that we can unlock with radio control units. What do we need for... Let's have a quick look. What do we need for batteries? Battery. If we want to produce, let's say 30 per minute, or let's say 60 per minute. The thing is that they are used as fuel, right? Mainly for the drones later on. And yeah, don't use the SAM things. Is it converted? No. They don't have any general name, right? What is it? It is bauxite for copper. We don't want that. Or we don't have that. Okay. And also sulfur for iron. We don't have that. None of that. Okay. We good now? Yeah, we need some aluminum, of course. Let's just use the advanced recipes that we have available. Those all the pure ones, of course. Just the default stuff. Now there's rubber again. Okay. At some point we gotta think about what to do with the rubber. Just scrapping it seems like a waste. Okay, that's not that big of a deal. 150 sulfur, 180 bauxite, that's fine. I guess we could add some batteries. Let's have a look. If we put in some more or less reasonable numbers for those items without the battery. So radio control units, just remove the batteries for now, and let's say 5 for now. What else? Supercomputers. Also like 3 maybe. And by the way, Oh, the assembly director. Yeah, of course. The assembly director system. Also maybe 3 per minute, something like that. Where do we end up? Um, 1.5k water. All right. A little bit of bauxite, a little bit of quartz, a lot of limestone, a lot of, a whole lot of copper ore, and a whole lot of crude oil. Sam, yeah, no, we can't do that. Let's remove this recipe. So we need Caterium then, I guess. Yes, we need Caterium. $1.2k iron per minute. Whoa. All right. We got an alternate recipe for the oscillator insulator. Is it this one? Is that better? Okay. So is it using that one? Crystal oscillator? No. Just the regular one? Okay. The reinforced iron plates can be the stitched iron plates. The heavy frames can be those. The pipes can be those. Let's see, a lot less iron. Okay, a lot more coal? Is it? I don't remember. Fuel as a byproduct, huh? Can't we turn fuel into rubber? Let's have a look. Fuel. Yeah, recycled. Okay. In combination with plastic, of course. So we could make, yeah, either one if we have the other one. That's actually not what we need here. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, but we need plastic here. So if we were to enable this one here, does that change anything regarding crude oil? Now we're producing rubber and turning that into plastic again. Okay, okay. I mean, at least there's no byproduct anymore. But we need 1.6k crude oil. That doesn't even fit into, wow, into 2 Mark II pipes. That's gonna be something. Residual rubber over here. All the bauxite goes there. And Caterium. For quick wire. AI limiters. Oh, now it's using the insulated crystal oscillator. Okay. All right. There any good recipes for high-speed connectors, maybe? Oh, we got another recipe for computers. Maybe we want to use that one. The crystal computer. And I think also the the OC supercomputer might be a good idea. Let's also bring in the Caterium computer. I think we also got this one. The OC one we have to, for supercomputers, we have to unlock, of course. Oh, it's not interested in that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but that's gonna be a big one. Either way, I think. Crystal computers. Okay, it's using that one. Oh, it's hitting my right mouse button. Now for copper, we're at 700. So that's what I would like to do is keep all the basic resources down to one line each, right? So 780 maximum. Crude oil is much better this way. Okay, we need a lot of water, but I don't care. Iron ore, okay. Coal and limestone. Steel. Oh, we haven't set the, or enabled the, what is it called? The solid steel ingot, I think. Solid steel ingot, yes. So that might change things up a little bit. I think it's a lot less iron and coal, right? Deuterium, okay. Copper, water, and more bauxite. All right. What about wet concrete? That's even more water, I know, but it's less limestone, right? And also only 2 refineries. Yeah. Cables. Yeah. That would have been something where we could have used the rubber, but no. Another thing might be iron wire, but I think wire is not the only thing that we need copper for, right? Yeah, no. But it's 65 constructors. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Let's check for circuit boards and high-speed connectors. I think high-speed connector, silicon high-speed connector. No, thank you. These. Does that make anything a bit easier? No, it doesn't. It doesn't use them. 66 constructors for wire. You gotta be kidding me. That's 980 copper ingots only for wire. Dude. And the numbers for the products aren't even that big, right? It's only 3, 3, and 5 or something. Yeah. Oh. 13 manufacturers. Are you kidding me? How many crystal oscillators? Oh, wait a second. Let's give that thing a name. Let's call it RCU plus SC factory for radio control units plus supercomputers. Just for now, right? As soon as we come up with a better name, we obviously gonna use that. But okay, for now, let's check how many crystal oscillators do we need here. Where is it? Crystal computers. There we go. Crystal oscillators. That's what? 23 per minute. How many of those do we produce? 9 only. Okay. 8 computers. Maybe we want to use at least some of those, right? How about we use 6 crystal oscillators here? How about that? Items input, add input, crystal oscillator, and give me 6 of those. And I'm mainly concerned about the wire. Okay, it doesn't change anything about the wire since the wire is not involved in crafting crystal oscillators. What's this game? Oh no, not game, sorry. Calculator. Well, that'd be a little less quartz, but I don't think that helps very much. Let's see, for computers, 8. Let's say we use 5 of those. So let's change this up to computers then. And let's use 5 of those. What does that do for us in terms of wire? Nothing? What? How's that possible? Where are the computers? Down here. And up here. Circuit boards, AI limiter, copper sheets. Oh, copper sheets also 37. 47 refineries, 48 actually. Okay, so bringing anything here doesn't change anything about the copper. I don't know if I want to build that big. I mean, I would actually say that it would be reasonable to kind of put that into a separate building, right? And bring the copper ingots over there then. Like, what is it? 1.8K, 1,821 copper ingots per minute. Woo! All right. And Deuterium, 600, okay. Iron ingots, 400 something, almost 500. That's not the problem, actually. The only problem is copper, I'd say. I mean, that's also 23 or 24 refineries, right? For rubber. So we might want to establish maybe another separate building. Just doing that. This one here. Input crude oil and water. Output plastic, rubber, and petroleum coke. Or even aluminum scrap if we kind of put that together with the bauxite here. Or even aluminum ingot. That's going to be a mega project. I don't know what to change about that. I mean, I could go ahead and try to find some more useful alternative recipes, especially for the copper line here. This one. And where's the wire? Down here. This one. 66. Wow. Yeah, something like that would be cool. Something that would make the copper line here a little bit easier or scale it down a little bit. I mean, the radio control units are what causes us to use that much copper, right? Wire is for what? Cable, high-speed connectors, supercomputer. Oh, so it's the supercomputers. Yeah, supercomputers are very expensive, as you might have noticed. Yeah, I guess we leave it at that for now. And we might want to change that up a little bit with more alternate recipes. All right. I'll have a look into it, I guess. Wow, so expensive. So the only other way that we know, fused wire, we would have to use Caterium or Caterium wire even. That's 4 times the amount of wire per ingot compared to copper. Is there anything for cable that we have available? No. Okay. Anything for high-speed connectors that are silicon one and only the silicon one? Okay. Circuit board, that should be only the electrode one or the silicon one, yeah, but don't know if that helps us. Do we have anything for copper sheets? Steamed copper sheets. Why don't we use steamed copper sheets actually? Steamed copper sheets would be great. Is it going to use that? Is the question? Yeah, it is. A little less copper, but not that much. Yeah. Oh, you couldn't see that, of course. I selected steamed copper sheets, and of course that uses a little less copper, but it's still 18 refineries. 18. That's quite a number. Yeah. I mean, I guess now we've got something to do. I actually don't know how to do anything else but just build the factory the way we just planned it. So I guess that's gonna be what we do. That is what we are going to do. That's the way what I wanted to say. Sorry guys, I'm a little puzzled by the numbers we are currently facing, but yeah, let me find a good place for that factory. Let me maybe also set up the little fabric production that we talked about earlier. And maybe bring all of that back home with another train, something like that. Something calm, right? And not that stressful as the factory we've been looking at for the last, I don't know, 20 minutes. Yeah, maybe let me find a good site for that. Let's write that down, actually. How do we call it? RCU plus SC factory. And also here find and prepare site. It's the first order of business and the most important one at the moment, I guess, to be able to unlock advanced aluminum production later on. Can't talk. Yeah, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this little episode, even though we just planned things and unlocked a few things. But sometimes that's just what you gotta do, right? So guys, thanks a lot for watching. And I hope to see you around next time as well. And until then, bye-bye.